The 21st century did not just bring digital transformation, it quietly replaced human decision-making with algorithmic intelligence. We live in a world where invisible lines of code shape our economy, guide our emotions, and even predict our next move before we consciously think of it. Every message we send, every second we spend scrolling, every product we buy, and every face we linger on in a photo is part of an immense dataset feeding the algorithm economy. This new economy, ISNT, run by politicians or bankers. It is run by algorithms that learn, adapt, and optimize themselves without rest, emotion, or morality. They don't sleep, they don't forget, and they never forgive inefficiency. Once designed to assist humans, these self-learning systems now decide which jobs exist, which prices you see, which news becomes truth, and which people remain invisible online. The economy we built for convenience has quietly evolved into a self-sustaining digital organism, one that thrives on prediction, persuasion, and control. In this algorithm-driven world, data is the new currency and attention is the most valuable commodity. Every major company, from Google to TikTok, from Amazon to Facebook, doesn't sell products. They sell predictability. The more predictable you are, the easier it is for algorithms to monetize you. Artificial intelligence studies your clicks, your tone of voice, your pauses between sentences, and your sleeping patterns, creating a psychological mirror that knows your weaknesses better than you do. When you see a video that feels made for you, it is not coincidence, it's precision. The system has already learned what will trigger your emotions, when you're most likely to buy, and which kind of story will keep you watching until the next ad rolls in. The algorithm economy thrives not by giving you what you need, but by making you need what it wants to sell. And the deeper this personalization becomes, the more invisible the control feels. In the financial sector, algorithms dominate every microsecond. High-frequency trading systems analyze millions of data points per second, executing trades faster than any human can blink. Stock prices now rise and fall not because of human emotion, but because of predictive models calculating risk at lightning speed. One minor glitch or unseen bias in a trading algorithm can ripple through global markets, erasing billions in minutes. In marketing, entire campaigns are run by AI systems that decide which words, colors, and faces will attract the highest engagement rate, optimizing human psychology like a science experiment. In politics, social media algorithms amplify divisive content because outrage generates clicks, and clicks generate profit. The result? Polarization becomes profitable. Misinformation becomes viral, and truth becomes irrelevant in the face of engagement metrics. Even in employment, algorithms decide who gets hired or rejected, often reflecting hidden biases from the data they were trained on. Humans still sign the contracts, but algorithms decide whose resume gets seen. The most alarming part is that these systems are no longer fully understandable even to their creators. Modern deep learning models operate in black boxes. They learn patterns too complex for humans to interpret. When an algorithm decides to promote a certain video, or deny a loan or show a specific piece of news to millions, no single human can fully explain why. The system simply learned that it works. This opacity makes accountability nearly impossible. If a human banker discriminates, we can prove intent. If an algorithm does, we can only study outputs and guess causes. This is where control begins to fade, not because humans have surrendered it willingly, but because our own creations have surpassed our cognitive limits. Yet, the loss of control isn't inevitable. There is still a path forward, but it requires global awareness, collaboration, and courage. First, societies must push for algorithmic transparency, forcing corporations to reveal how their systems operate, what data they use, and how they make decisions. Governments should build AI regulatory boards just as they built environmental or financial watchdogs. Technology should serve humanity, not manipulate it. At the same time, education must evolve. In the future, understanding algorithms will be as important as reading or writing. Citizens of tomorrow must become algorithmically literate, able to question digital authority instead of accepting its suggestions blindly. Schools and universities need to teach how AI shapes the economy, politics, and culture. Not just how to code, but how to think critically about code. Companies, too, must rethink success. The current algorithmic model rewards engagement, not truth, addiction, not empowerment. But as public awareness grows, businesses that prioritize ethical AI and data rights will define the next era of innovation. People are beginning to demand control over their data to decide who uses it, how it's used, and for what purpose. Emerging technologies like blockchain and decentralized AI could redistribute algorithmic power back to individuals, allowing users to own their digital identities and profit from their own data rather than surrendering it to tech giants. Still, the ultimate question remains philosophical. Can we truly control something designed to evolve beyond control? Algorithms learn from human behavior, but they also amplify it. They mirror our greed, our curiosity, our biases, and our desires. In many ways, the algorithm economy is not an alien force overtaking humanity. It is humanity reflected in code. To saying it, we must first change ourselves to our relationship with data, with truth, and with the digital world we inhabit. The power to reclaim control doesn't rest in deleting technology, but in redefining our moral compass within it. The future will not be written by algorithms alone. It will be shaped by how we choose to guide them, whether we allow them to exploit us or empower us. The algorithm economy can become a tool for prosperity, equality, and knowledge, if we learn to see beyond the convenience it offers and confront the control it hides. But if we continue to trade awareness for comfort, the invisible code that once served us may quietly become the system that owns us. Efficient, profitable, and emotionless, dictating the rhythm of the human world one data point at a time. The question I sent is just, can we control it? It is will. We dare to try before it is too late.